Neon namane magnom new day. Neon namane magnom say de kete mome da mainare. Neon namane magnom new day. Neon namane magnom say de kayo da mainare. Every time sinto que mano lu nekk la mooy nappee moom nee na ma ne yaay sama séeri koko ndeke yoo ay nappi kese xam naa ne ma duma musa de bàyyi la gannaaw gëm naa ne lu yàgg yàgg duma leen léegi jaar seen kaw billahi yàlla moo ma booleeg yow mi man sa gannaaw aduna sa kanam di dem saa su ne yaa ngi nax sa sel fa yow aduna sa kanam di dem bul jiital am ba fàtte sa sey ne woo na ma ne mag moom la sey ndeke yoo ma daf may naqi ma ne woo na ma ne man rek la la ndeke moom le daf may naqi Jeleti, come li mangi, fuoco i geleti. For my geleti, pula sapeni man, fuoco i geleti. Kuta de bakaji kudi di kol nak sambunga. Kulay wax dëgg jóg la dégg ni man ku nekk ak fa la buur bi yàlla féetale ak fu nga bëgg sa bopp féete foo may jëleeti ku la bëggee ni man foo may jëleeti léegi ma toog sax yaram daw ma bëgg jooyoo léegi ma lay xelaat di la miseer xamuma nu may defoo gamloo nga ma lu du dem xamloo nga ma lu du dégga gamloo nga ma lu du dem mi longa ma lu dut muje why for my jeleti smile by go for my jelly why I do not take them to them so ñu la jox seen xol ngeen la fexe ñëw leen dina xaral aduna for my jeleti ku la bëggee ni man for my jeleti dama ndey ji déglu ma yedd la si aduna yaa ko jiital sa taar foog ne dafay mujjee yow mi yow ba 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 for my jelly, for my jelly. Kula bageni man, for my jelly, for my jelly. Kula sa pena, for my jelly, for my jelly, for my jelly, for my jelly.
I was the dirty little I, the lost Mr. Me. I wanted to fight, I wanted to be free. I needed to fly, but I had no energy. Heart full of desires, but my body was too beat. Tears everywhere, and I bathed in the dusty sea. Then she came. She asked me not to cry, wipe my tears. She told me rise without any fear. She told me if you don't step up, you'll be stepped upon. You'll be muted forever if you don't shout. She told me you're 25. She told me you're young and 25 is the prime. Diffuse the electricity in you and be a lighthouse. She told me write to be read, speak to be heard. Don't dance to the beat, listen to the words. The intensity of pain in your soul should be higher than the mother giving birth. So she spoke and I listened. Then she said, be bold. She said, be bold. Don't dream of changing the world, change yourself. Then the world will follow you. Don't trust anyone and be honest to yourself, and the trustworthy will follow you. And if you enter the deep water, don't fear drowning. Keep paddling and the shores will surely hug you. So don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Be the rope and your hopes will tide hold upon you. She spoke and I stood to be told. She told me to make a change, you will face a lot of things. People will call you cliche and some will call you cheesy, some will call you imaginative and some will call you crazy. But she told me to tell you. She told me to tell you passion isn't passion till the passion is crazy. She told me.
And they have themes of mysticism. Yeah, whatever. Anybody who knows my poems knows the themes that I work on. So. By the Lord of the heart, he that converged and diverged. It was in the intensity of a love so profound, deeply breaking, that I finally found self. It was in that moment of transcendence that life unfolded. Born of longing, of tears and pilgrimage, to Layla's neighborhood, of the passing of Majnun, the metamorphosis of Kais, held out of the fire, that fire that immolates, the moth and the lover, of the bond which was of Shams al-Haq and Rumi. Now I'm a drunken one, roaming from turban to another, seeking a wine feast. A drunken stupor overcame me. May this drink last. The memory of the night, lasting through the cleaving of the dawn. All in honor of our drunken state, our wordless, speechless events. By God, it was only love that got us drunk. Stop pointing fingers at us. Through dear life I searched for this madness, this insanity. Now I pray that this lasts, through eternity, through post-existence. May this wine, this madness, blessed wine, holy insanity last for us, the lovers. Amen. Okay, one more.
Brilliant.
One more. It's called a gift that bonds. That's a paradox, I know. You are not supposed to give people a gift that will bond. But this is a gift that bonds. On days I can't walk, too heavy to feel, too light to think, give me a fire that bonds. Or make of me a sacrifice, a bond sacrament of love. My heart aches for the fire, that light that ignites art, at soul's door, heart's gate. Make my heart burn, make my soul burn, my body discovering the pain of being burnt, then the rebirth from the ashes of divinity. O my Rabb, illumine me, make me of a body of light, a sovereign presence, a witness to weakness, to your strength, your beauty. On a day when I fail and ail, my foothold weak, my revolution all-consuming, then do call me home, and make of me a fire that burns eternal. Life clothe me, consume me, I'm yours, you owner of owning, you that lead to a rose, a bud, an opening, a rapture perhaps in the heart of a Sufi. That burning shall suffice when I'm all yours to survive everlasting as the fire that burns on. Allah.
Diego, amat mo ito. Gamane ko wache, sanjabog na kakawalo. lolo amun mana. So take sa Diego, ang mommy dom, kamala mo ko wache, sa Diego natakawalo, lolo amun mana. Yao mi chikeno, nagafong uzase, ako manatolo, naguldan sa dole, mo isawari po. Yao mi chikeno, nagafong uzase, ako manatolo, naguldan sa dole, mo isawari po. Bailen di jayo, yen seni dom, ala du say yeti warefla, te mali malenko. Bailen di jayo, yen seni dom, ala du say yeti warefla, te mali malenko. Dundu gudai, changaludai, lolo mori seya, gaji sede lema. Dundu gudai, jangaludai, yama jusa, lolo mori seya, gaji sede lema. Diego, amang mommy dom, boko wache, sayabo natakawalo. Yao mi chigeno, nagapakusa say, ako manatalo, nanguldan sa dole, mo'y sawari. Bailen di jayo, yan seni dom, warefla, te mali malenko. Dundu gudoi, changaludoi, yamo jusa, lolo modi seya, gaji selelema. Nyami sei bukendi magela ana germande. Yo mi sei feten setal babula kendi yo bale. Amag mommy dom, kamalibo ko wache, sanjabo natakawalo, lolo amun mana. Mana. This was up.
I don't think I need to tell you how excited I am about this gathering, because as I said, we've done many such meetings here, but this one, the melange, if I may use a Shirif Bojang word, the mariachi, it's just astoundingly inspiring. I don't know, how many of you met Yewande Austins, the United States Cultural Ambassador and musician? Yeah, we invited her here when I was Secretary General of Presidential Affairs, and she did an amazing job inspiring the youths. I just posted some of the pictures and she said, oh, I wish I were here. But she also believes in this kind of thing, and she's changing lives as far away as the regions affected by the Boko Haram in Nigeria, and she's American. That just reminds me of the talking points of presenter here. He calls himself Pakistani Razi, so I think Raza, I think I can call him that name. What he's saying is about, this is not about you as an individual. It's about touching the lives of other people who can touch the lives of other people. And if you have a physicist like I used to be, you know something about chain reaction. You know, you hit one atom on another, it hits another, and it goes on and on and on. It goes on for thousands of years just by one action. And that's why the intentions and the sincerity comes in, that we can do things for the sake of Allah. And when the barakah hits it, that's the biggest chain reaction. And that doesn't kill people, and it doesn't create a Hiroshima or Nagasaki. It creates light, that lights another light, and that's the Nurun ala Nur that we talk about in the great scriptures. So, again, I prepared something to talk about here, but I think the performances from Barhama, from Al-Khwaid, from Immortal, from your own reactions, both audible and inaudible, I think the message has been captured. And the message, normally I choose a subject to lecture on, but as I was mulling over one, I saw Mohammed Mbai, the babysitter-in-chief, posted a picture on our WhatsApp group this morning. He was talking about, what was the message on the picture again? Saying big dreams plus bold action leads to massive results, and I thought I should do something on that, based on actually I'm focusing on results, because most of the time we do a lot of talking, a lot of seminars, a lot of lectures, you know, a lot of dreaming, but the results seem to be elusive. So it's about time we started repositioning our mental and spiritual energy towards not only dreaming and thinking and talking, but also towards creating and tracking tangible results. Because at the end of the day, they said an ounce of action is worth a kilogram. Okay, what's going on here? Fulo, what's your problem? They say an ounce of action is worth a pound of intention. What is important is for people to do something beyond the thinking, beyond the philosophizing. And that's why I liked it when I saw Mr. Mbai post this very inspiring equation, that massive results are the outcomes of big dreams and bold action. I like the bold action there, because sometimes it's not just enough to act. We'll have to act, and act very boldly. Because if you really listen to the first spoken word performance, he said a lot about you standing up, or people will stand up on you. The reality of life is that it's not always milk and honey. Some people will see you and they will hate you for no apparent reason. And you don't have to fight against those people. Some people will try to discourage you either directly or indirectly. And you don't have to react to all of those things, but that means that you just have to redouble your efforts, you know, to be, as we discussed in previous lectures in the SLA, to be 10 times yourself. You know, because the capacity is there to be bigger than you. I don't care how successful anybody is here, you can be bigger and better. As I said in an interview I had in the Observer earlier during the week, I said this, and I sincerely believe that any human being with an average lifespan can run a dozen careers without being any worse for the wear. If anything, you can finish that dozen different careers, and then you have enough energy to launch another dozen. Because Allah did not create us for play, or to be couch potatoes, or to be social butterflies, or worse still, social media butterflies. Allah said He created us in the best mold. So He didn't stop there. He said, in spite of that best mold that we are created, we can also be the worst of creatures. And we've seen those things. We've seen the Hitlers. We've seen the people with the Ponzi schemes in the Wall Street who thought they were stealing money from rich Americans, and they are affecting the lives of people in as far places as South Sudan. Because when the global financial crisis hit, it hit everybody. So we need to be conscious of this potential we have as human beings and to make it a lifelong goal to be able to bring out that potential into fruition, not just for our own personal benefits, but also for the benefits of our loved ones, of societies, close and far. So on the equation, and I'll be brief here, it says dreams and bold action lead to what? Massive results. We start with dreams. I don't think I need to even focus because we all have big dreams. We all want to change the world around us. We want to change our country. We want to change our society. We want to change our family. We want to change our spouses because they are always the problem and we are perfect. But those dreams, if we are really honest, the dreams should be about changing ourselves. There's this famous saying from a wonderful sage that we're trying to change the world. He said it's easy to change the world. What is difficult is to change the worlds, multiple worlds within you, that we all ignore and try to change the people around us. So the dreams are there, but what do we do about them is the question. But I don't mean to downplay the importance of dreams because it's very important. As one of my favorite heroes, Muhammad Ali, once said, he said, champions are not made in the ring, they are made on the mental realm. You have to be able to dream big to be able to achieve big. And when I talk about dreams also, you know, President Jammeh was addressing a group of young people at some point. This is many years ago, more than a decade. One of them came, they said they have their own Vision 2020. This is just a student organization, by the way. I'm sure they didn't have enough fares to go back home from the meeting at State House. They were at State House. Yeah, we have our own Vision 2020. The president said, you know, it's good to have dreams, but it's bad to have nightmares, right? Sure, you all agree with that. And I'm saying that because I know a group of people in this country that thought they were dreaming, but it ended up being a nightmare. I don't know if anybody from Kian here, by the way, just raise your hand. Yeah, nobody's confident enough, I'm sure there are. But the people of Keneba during the Jawara regime were promised an airport and they thought that was cool, man. It was a wonderful dream. Some politician promised them and they believed it. They went and cleared a whole bush. That's a dream, right? That's a nightmare. Because you don't even have roads getting to your villages, you want airports. So when we talk about dreams, we want to talk about concrete things that we think, we know, we can achieve and we are ready to pay the price for. Because they said the first step in achieving a dream is to what? To wake up. Yeah. Otherwise you keep on dreaming the rest of your lives and that's dangerous because it makes you miserable. Even those who are not dreaming are better than those who are dreaming dreams that they themselves know they are not going to achieve. Because if you don't know about prosperity, you will not know the pain of poverty. But if you create those dreams for yourselves and then you don't have either the courage or the persistence or the faith to pursue them, you make your life miserable because you've seen something. And what you've seen in that mental realm is a reality somewhere down there. So if you don't get to achieve it, you are in big trouble. And that's where the action point comes. And the action in the equation, I didn't just say, I said the bold action. Because it takes a lot of boldness, especially if you are if you are a big dreamer. You use a JSR word, if you want to be a trailblazer, you really want to be bold. You just want to act. You want to act bold and act with boldness because there are going to be a lot of naysayers. Like if you are a woman and you want to be a pilot, you know, it's like, okay, you know, yeah, because we are still struggling. One woman is a taxi driver in the Gambia and it's national news. Hello, are you sick? You want to be a pilot? So that means you need to be really bold, even to be able to express that dream, talk less of acting on it. But it's only those dreamers, the really bold dreamers that back it up with action. They are the only ones that ever created changes that are affecting our lives, like the gentleman there who's supposed to be a Jahanka. He has an iPad. It's even more modern than what I have here. But that iPad was made by a young guy, you know, who was sitting in a forum like we are sitting here down there in Palo Alto, California, with a group of dreamers. It was Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak. They came around as hackers, people just busy about computers. And then computers were just some fancy things for some nerds and some idle dudes with a lot of money. But those dreams that were backed up with bold action have transformed lives. Because now you go to a hospital, they take the iPhone to check your blood pressure. Isn't that cool? But it all started from a dream, but they didn't stay in the bed. They woke up and backed it with what? Bold action. You see, the Prophet alayhi salam had a dream. The prophets from Ibrahim alayhi salam, Musa, Ibrahim, Ishaq, they all had dreams. They had a message. They had a mission to accomplish. And they had the full backing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because they are not like you and me trying to get a nice house and car so we could get that chick. No. Their mission was entirely spiritual. It was entirely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But still they had to get up and take bold, decisive action to back up what they didn't have to go into the battlefields and do jihad. I'm not asking anybody to go join ISIS tomorrow. The scholars have said that the greater jihad again is the jihad against your nafs, against your ego. And as I said, as I started with here, you're not even bold enough to change yourself within, the walls within. You want to change the wall outside by attaching a bomb to yourself so that you could dine with beautiful holy angels in Jannah tomorrow. I'm not sure your dream will be fulfilled, because Allah requires you to change yourself from within first. He made us and he tells us, wouldn't you think about yourself? You're making you as a human being. All those faculties, all those potentialities are built into you. Would you think about that? But is Allah telling us to think for the sake of thinking? He wants those thinkings to be transformed into action, into charity, into building the lives of people, into building mosques, into building schools, into cleaning streets, for the benefit of humanity. And if Allah so will, he would have done it himself. But he brought us here as vicegerents to take care of this earth, and we are required not only to dream, but also to act towards the fulfillment of that wonderful role of being the representative of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this blessed earth. So how do we take this bold action? Steve Jobs created an iPad, so tomorrow you are going to create an iLab to cure diseases. Tomorrow, it will happen tomorrow. Steve Jobs' life story was not one of milk and honey. It didn't happen overnight. They didn't start about an iPad. When they started, they didn't even know that anything like an iPad ever existed. The only thing you knew about tablets was the one that was given to Moses, alayhi salam, the 10 Commandments. They started with a box computer. They moved to the different versions of the Mac until we had the iPhone and the iPad and the something that's going to come tomorrow. But you have to start somewhere. And that's the problem sometimes. Then they have the first step because you want to take the giant step. Like a friend of mine would tell me, his colleagues, called young Gambian fresh graduates, they all want to be Amadou Samba overnight. They didn't just get up one night and become the business magnate that he is. You have to start somewhere. You have to take those small, decisive steps and be bold and keep on building on that boldness until you hit that mark where you become a household name. And hopefully the intention is not just to be that household name, but to have an impact in people's houses, in people's lives, in people's schools, in people's masjids, in people's youth centers, because all of these things are important. But the results will only come if we don't just stop at dreaming, but back it up with bold action, and then to monitor and track those results. That's why most of these companies and projects, they have monitoring and evaluation systems, because they want to know whether their resources are producing the results that they envisage. So we need to track these processes, and to get these results, you cannot do it alone. No man is an island. We all know the old saying. If you are in the business here, or you have a project, either humanitarian or commercial, there is somebody within here that can be of help. But sometimes we ignore these little opportunities because we are looking for that big shot. Maybe you want to talk to some mega entrepreneur here. Maybe you want to talk to Tough, and you are looking for the opportunity to go to Nigeria, but David Jeng met him a couple of days back, so you never know. So the Wolof say that your eyelashes are closest to you, but you don't see them. You know, one time I spoke about networking. We were at an SLA session. Rahim was there. He had a taxi service none of us knew. It was after that day that he gave us our cards, and the business we did, I think, is way above of $1,000 since then. So we need to look at these opportunities to network, to leverage, to cooperate, because The one up high there, he knows the human beings. He's never going to allow any person to be able to do it alone, to reach that height. Even the Prophet alayhi salam, he had the Sahaba. Jesus has the disciples. You can't do it alone. You will need the cooperation of people. You will need prayer. You will need that bold action to be backed up with bold faith. To know that at the end of the year, you are just an agent, that the doer is up there, but he's not going to come down to do it for you. And that's why we need that bold action to back that bold dream for that massive result. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
What scares me is not the name. What scares me is but the pain. It's more than rape. This is not a game, yet so lame. Who will save me from the pains of thee? For it scares me, and it's called death. He knocks on doors without permission, for he has a mission, a clear vision that you can't envision. Hey, that is what scares me. It all starts when I came to this world with breath, life. Then came health. Then came growth, enormous wealth. Oh, life. Life is good, for I had food. Life is a game, for I had fame. Life is pleasure, for I had so many desires. Oh, life, the greatest treasure. When the drama stops, I thought of that. Oh, it scares me, for it strikes your breath, then lay you to rest. For anything good, there is the bad. For the good is life, the bad is death. If I could replace life with light, maybe then that will spare me. Gosh, it scares me. Guys, does it scare you?
Raise your glasses. Let's party like tonight is our last. Remain focused on the future, but never to forget to reflect on our past. Life is a gift, and we have a responsibility to live it. From the first breath to the last, our future is built on the foundations of our past. Experience is a professor. It tests to prepare you for the future. Can't afford to crack. We must not break or bear to break. Like a reed in the wind, we go with the flow, whilst still reaching for the light. Avoid useless conflicts, but never run away from the fight. The struggle for forever brought me above the surface. I am dedicating to service of self and to my people, never feeding the beast of unnecessary evil. I say to the notion of take action and show your potentials. From the first second that we start to feast until the last day we break these barriers called temporal defeat. Since disparaging is civilized savage only striving to become above average. Is Bill Gates more happier than the farmer in Badibu? A Badibunka that uses his farm products to get more green than most billionaires. Be the good kind and say a big to bad mind. The best that this life has to offer are the blessings of living, alhamdulillah. And every day I'm trying to lose my way. I've had to learn from my past. I think I know you before I met you. This is days ago. I fancy you, now I'm walking with you with my mini juice. Calling this our debut. Yeah, you got the juice. So I'm keeping you like my house in Badibu.
The part of a union, a telepathic union, made from evolution, fused by divine connection, propelled by massive reflection, built on love and affection. An affection beyond human perception. Love beyond emotion.
Baby, I love you. I love your smile. Girls, you're so damn cute. Wherever we go, they can stop to stare at you. Oh, sugar, you past due. I know you got my black, like Momodu Sabally's books. Promise to never hurt you, because our love is bloodproof.
Passionate kisses, countless misses, we just couldn't resist. For our love was beyond wishes. It's beyond ashes as well.
I wanna remarry you. One father, another you. You are like the sweetest taboo, which got me doing what I ought to do. This is why I'm in love with you. Let's stay together like rhythms and blues. Feel stick like glues. Cause me without you, I refuse. I know I need you. I have to see you like a point of view. Cause you are eternal, like a revenue. Never will I get another you.
Reminiscing the blissful times, we laughed and smiled, fought and cried, sang our jam, ate and wine, coined our rhyme, wore our sign, shared pain, and enjoyed the game. Such was the cruise of our love.
A bond so strong, unbreakable by either time
Or death.
or death.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me because you really don't know me. Yaa ngi jokk di jokkale naan you know my name, where I'm from ak my doomi kan. Tax nga may gasal kan utal askan. Jël lu bon lu ne mooma tuuti loo ma ba tey yow xamoo ma. Don't judge me because you really don't know me. Calling me ku daf ki tooy te ñàkk fayda fayta di duma bu bon bi duuma bu bon bi waaye am naa ma xama yu jomal suufi yanke jomale yow suufi sanke te mooy secret gi nga yàgg ut kenn du ko sikkare. Only God knows what is hidden inside the dark. Lu nekk ci gannaaw lëndëm xel rek la fa yeggale nga dem gis ñëw yeggale ñu baax ñu ni fay sikkare. Kon don't judge me because you really don't know me. Ku dof ki tooy te tilim si sa gis-gis ku dof ki réew ni jirim si sa gis-gis mooy mana. Yes mooy mana saabu suuf seddee ñëpp a ngi nelaw maa ngi gis malaayka yi lu ñu may seetsee ak lu baax lu ñu may seedee du lu kenn mun a gis ndax ma xaama ninki nanka ku ko seddee ninki nanka suñ ko seddee. Don't judge me because you really don't know me. You really don't know me. Yesterday doonoon naa buur maanaam borom nguur lu ma waxoon lu ne tontu ma doon oh yeah booli maa ak soosam kenn xamutoon ban boor laa ko doon oh yeah. Gàtt si suba si physically but gudd si guddi gi spiritually not so many knows or recognize me ndax dama raar bidi yu bëccëg teen si jaww ji taxul nga gis lu may gis pour nga gis lu may gis da nga soxla something lu gën a sensible gis ki si télescope pour ñu ko. Don't judge me because you really don't know me. Don't judge me because you really don't know me. Koy xool naan ko cim ndax dafa am laago yaram mu ngi toog fu sori ak cim di la yeeru ak yaram. Don't judge me because you really don't know me. Béega yu bëri si bëccëg bi ñooy buuri si night bi ñooy buuri lu bëri ñoo koy jël paak ko tuuri muuri duuli jaxase yuuri. Kon don't judge nobody because you know nobody.
Doors of riches and oceans of oneness. Our paths rocky and long, filled with ditches and thorns. Ghetto crisis brutal like Sierra Leone's. I got to bear the pain, it's the religion I'm in. Life's a test from God, just to see if you sin. Suppressive dictations leave us totally vulnerable, but still our human spirit, man, is totally unconquerable. Friends are like birds when they live on a tree. The moment they chop down, all the birds gonna flee. When you're dead and buried and born in the year after, book of life is closed but opens a new chapter. If heaven got a ghetto, I hope there's peace in there, cause I'm certain in my ghetto ain't no peace in there.
Do not stand at my grave and weep, for I am not dead, I did not sleep. I'm 1,000 winds that blow, I'm the nature you see when you look through your window. I'm the diamond glitters on the snow, I am the place you don't know. So do not stand at my grave and shed tears, for I am not dead, I did not fall. I'm the sunlight on ripened grain, I'm the gentle autumn rain, I'm the dark smoke that comes out of moving train. So when you awake in the morning hush, I'm the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circle flight. I'm your shadow under the sunlight, I'm the stranger under the moonlight, I'm the soft stars that shine when you look up the sky at night. So do not stand at my grave and cry, for I am not dead, I did not die.
Wow!
It's a motivational poem. The title is A Way Forward, Not Backward. Keep moving like the wave. Sometimes it's dark like a cave. Sometimes it's bright like the sun. No need to run. For you must taste what awaits you in haste. Take a space, a good chance. When the time arrives for you to find the hives, you will make your life blossom. Achieving your dreams is awesome. Why won't you struggle? Why won't you fly like the eagle? We know that there are series of foes trying to cut off your toes. But to lose is not yours. Giving up is not yours. Where the struggle is harder, that is where we work harder. Howling like the moons under the moonlight. But that won't make us turn back from the light. The path is clear. This is the road to clear. Those doubts and move on. If you listen too much and switch it on, they will make you lose when your luck is so close. The end. Crossword. Crush stones. Unauthorized roots. Trembling limbs. Don't try to change the rules. Don't try to fix letters. Life is like a crossword. Now we share a letter. There is no laughter, just a noisy chatter, pushing each other, and the loser becomes a stranger. Life is like a crossword. The enemy is rare. Where will we find care? Hence every heart seems to tear. No one gives a listening ear. Every word goes with the air. Life is like a crossword. Hearts pumping, eyes dripping, others harvesting, others weeding. Life is like a crossword. Now you step on toes, creating cities of foes, and then at the end everything goes. And then you stay back, because everything came back. Life is like a crossword. That's it.
Controls your life, the one and only life God gave you and I. Do you believe in destiny? Do you believe it? Do you believe in destiny? If destiny whispers and says, get up man, go kill yourself, go give up your life, the only one life you'll ever have. Will you do it? Do you believe in destiny? Do you believe in? Do you believe in destiny? Do you believe in? If destiny go through the back way. You'll find a recline. No more poverty, no more hunger. With all the dangers, will you do it? Do you believe in destiny? Do you believe it? Do you believe in destiny? Do you believe it?
is what you make it to be.